Shalom. I make this video in response to another video making the rounds by a man called Sheikh Mahdi, who is trying to woo northern Christians by telling them not to vote for Peter Obi because he's pro-Biafra. Mahdi Shehu is the voice of Satan. Mahdi Shehu is a crafty serpent. Mahdi Shehu is a fanatic. Mahdi Shehu will have no problem whatsoever if the whole Christians in the north are killed in the snap of a finger simply because he wants to achieve his political ambition. Mahdi Shehu will also not have a problem if the entire Muslims in the north are wiped out just to achieve his political agenda. It's not exactly as if the Muslims in the north are faring better than the Christians in the north. It's just that somebody believes that northerners are so gullible that once you bring in religion and ethnicity, you will turn them to do your bidding. Do not forget, as a northern Christian, there is a first-class monarch, Mewada Galadima, His Royal Highness the Ogom Adara, who resisted attempts by Nasser el-Rufai to convert his chiefdom into an emirate. That man was assassinated by terrorists, by the Islamic State, however they choose to call themselves. And what does the governor do? He rewarded that action by imposing an emirate. That is classified as jihad, and it's seen as a victory for Muslims. That is the fate of Christians in the north. Deborah was killed not by Omotekun, she was killed not by Southerners, she was killed not by IPOP, she was killed not by Biafrans, she was killed by fellow Northerners with whom she attended lectures with every day. They killed her because she's a Christian. And highly revered clerics in the north endorsed it publicly. And I dare Mahdi Shehu, I so dare him, let him come out publicly as he made the statement appealing to Christians not to vote Peter Obi. Let him come out and condemn the killing of Deborah. And then you will understand where his loyalty lies. I said it, it's not exactly as if even the Muslims fare better than the Christians. The farmers, over 110 of them that were killed in Zabarmari, they are all northern Muslims. They were not killed by Southerners. Our soldiers that have been dying in ambushes, they are not being killed by Southerners, they are killed in the north, on northern soil. The 21-year-old girl, Azulfa Lois John, whose parents are not only concerned about her well-being, but also the fact that the terrorists have informed them that they will forcefully marry her off to one of them. She is not the only girl, she is not the only Christian girl that they are treating that way. It's a warfare, it's not just a mere coincidence that they pick Christian girls, they impregnate them, they breed through them, and they release them to their parents. It's a psychological warfare, in case you do not know it now. As a northern Christian, you must understand you are an endangered species, especially for the past 8 years under the regime of General Muhammadu Buhari. Christians are being killed every day. Even condolences do not come from him. The only time the government came out to look like they were concerned about anything was when some Fulani people were killed in Jos Plateau State, which simply means even as a Muslim, you have to be a kind of Muslim to get the attention of the government. Those people that were killed did not number up to the other people that were 110 rice farmers that were killed. But this is where we are. And then the likes of Mahdi Shehu have been saddled with the responsibility of deceiving Christians into thinking that voting for his candidate. And in case you are not aware, he is conversing directly or indirectly for Atiku, whose humanity led him to condemn the killing of Deborah. But when he calculated his chances with the fanatics in the north, thinking they may not support him, he withdrew it. Until date, he hasn't said anything in that regard. Kada ka yi tsammanin wai don kun zauna a ɗaki ɗaya da Mahdi Shehu yana gaya maka wai ku ‘yan uwa ne ‘yan arewa ko ‘yan arewa ne ku. Arni ne kai, arni ya ce ki, kafiri ne kai, kafiri ne kai, a irin su Mahdi Shehu, that is all you are. Kada ka ɗauka wai don kun zauna wuri ɗaya da shi wai ya ce maka kaza, babu. Peter Obi is not a Christian candidate. Peter Obi is not an Igbo candidate. Peter Obi, of all of the candidates, is the only person that believes in the unity of this country, that believes in reviving our economy, that believes in securing our borders. We live every day as if we will die the next second. Musulmi ne yake shugabancin kasan, and the whole of the security architecture in the country are headed by northern Muslims. Yet, the victims are northern Muslims. Even the casualty that the Nigerian army suffered from the hands of Biafra is nothing compared to the casualty we suffer weekly on our northern soil. So please, don't make fools out of yourselves. Don't act naive. Don't be foolish and don't be stupid. We are here at this moment because we have a responsibility to not just secure our lives, but to secure the life of our children and our children's children, and our unity also as Nigeria. So think wise and act wisely come 2023.